At Mind Sculpt Games, and this is our Boomer Bust about the Christmas season and different merchandising and fixtures. So I'm going to take you over to our newest fixture over here. That's our front door, and we want to be front door friendly, right? So we have a Christmas tree. This Christmas tree indicates that these new fixtures here are all friendly Christmas items. In fact, some of them are already wrapped. Jordan's wife did this one. Thank you, Emily. But we have presents over here that are going to be easily identifiable. So if you wanted to grab one of these for a white elephant gift, you walk in our door, you look for the Christmas tree, you snag a pre-wrapped gift, you go to the cash register, you're in and out in 2 minutes, and who knows what you get for white elephant gift, but that's part of the fun of it, right? We also have over here some very identifiable games. So we have games like Mousetrap. I played it as a kid. There's a copy in our board game library, and this Mousetrap is the heavy-duty Mousetrap. So take a look at the back there. Now, there's versions of Mousetrap at Walmart, but Walmart kind of puts so much price pressure on publishers and distributors that they look to, you know, how much plastic can I take off this piece? How can I condense my board? How thick can my box not be? And I get it on the shelf for less cost because it costs me less to ship it, right? So we went for the version that has the full pieces, the full board, the full plastic structure, the most durability. Now, you want Mousetrap? Sure, we got a nice version of Mousetrap. We got a good deluxe version for you here. It costs you only 28 bucks, but you can go home with it and you can play it, and you probably already know it. So we also have items like this. Everybody knows how to play checkers. Most people know who Princess Peach is. So this is combining, you know, a little bit of our regular customer type, some board game crossover, some video game crossover, and mixing something well-known with checkers, and then giving it a special Mind Sculpt appeal. We don't want necessarily things that are available at Walmart in our town. That's our main competition for board games, and we don't want to repeat their selection. We want a selection that fits our customer base, right? So we take checkers and we put some spice to it, and this is the type of item we order. So along those lines, we also have, knocking off my display here, we also have Monopoly, but we have the Walking Dead Monopoly. So you can play a variant of the game, like who wants to play the same Monopoly every Christmas, but I might play a different Monopoly every Christmas with my family. We also have Stratego, but it's Conquest Stratego over here. We have Pythonopoly, we have Ninja Turtleopoly, we have Game of Thrones Monopoly, we got some generic Twister, and you know, we stock chess, but we stock Marvel chess, and your superhero fans will appreciate this one, because now you can play chess with Iron Man and Black Widow. Like if Iron Man has restricted movement on the board, is he the king or the queen? Because Iron Man can fly. You'd think he could move everywhere. But our pieces have some unique appeal. You got the Kingpin in here, and we got the right type of price, plus we have the board game knowledge in our staff. So you go somewhere like Walmart or Barnes & Noble, and you might get somebody that doesn't know a lot about the board games, but one of the things about this rack, it's right inside the door, right? But so is our educated staff, so are our board game loving staff, so are the videos in your pocket. They're all easy access. So what we're trying to do, it's a little bit of a risk for us to bring in Mousetrap. You can get Mousetrap at Walmart. Did we pick a different version than Walmart carries here? Yeah, but what we're trusting is that our customer wants the different version. That they want the sturdy deluxe version with all the original traps and not the downsized version that, you know, is more pint size. We're thinking they want the assembly and the complexity of it. We're thinking they might appreciate a board game blind date. We're thinking that it's worth it for us to buy things like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Monopoly because people know Monopoly, and we can draw you into our door and give you something comfortable, but also give you something new and unique. Now, the downside to these for a store like ours is that the margins on branded items, if you can see it on TV and we can carry it in our store, we probably make less percentage on it than we do something that's more, I don't want to say generic because generic's not the right thing, but less pop culture-y. Pop culture items we generally have to pay more for because not only is there the game design in it or the item design, there's also the intellectual property rights of like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and things like that. So let me show you some other things we have on here.
Okay, let's go.
We tried to make it touchable and familiar. So we also have things like Hi-Ho Cheerio, we have Memory, we got the original Memory, but then, you know, we also have My Little Pony Memory, and we have a lot of My Little Pony fans. We have My Little Pony deck boxes, we have some of the booster cards, We have comics of My Little Pony. People appreciate My Little Pony. My little girl loves My Little Pony. So it's something with a broad base, but again, the margins are lower for us. It's a little bit of a risk to put it on our shelves. If this sits here, because you can buy this in other places, I lose, but locally it's hard to find this type of item. But you walk right in our door, you can find it, you talk to our staff, they can help you find the right one. So that's what we're hoping for. Now, to go along with this fixture, and we have more space over here, so we're actually going to expand this section. But up here, we tried to put touchable things. So we have some Rubik's Cubes, which are great gifts, right? But this one's touchable. It's out of the package. And up here, we also have a coloring book. But it's a D&D coloring book, right? So if you're into adult coloring books, maybe you decide that you want to color some, I don't know, swanky, retro, 1970s looking Dungeons and Dragons stuff. Maybe that's your thing. We can sell your thing. But what we're trying to do with this is we've added these fixtures here. We've added our Christmas tree. We have door location, so it's one of the first things you see if you're a first-time customer and you're shopping for Christmas. We want to meet you, we want to greet you, and we want to retain you. So we're going to try to have this as our draw-in, but then our staff's also going to meet you right here, educate you about board games, talk about face-to-face interactions, point you in the right direction, and try to make our shelving more meaningful by our expertise. Something we believe we can beat the big box stores on is that we know board games, we love board games, and all of our staff's equipped for it. So we used to have tables right here, and we used to have a couple other things right here. Like this has been an area that changes a lot. We tried paint nights on Sundays. We did tables right here, right next to our paints. Paint night's a little harder to catch on, but we're hoping that these fixtures, which are IKEA fixtures, they have the nice block space. We actually took the backs off of them, and then my dad, who's my cameraman right now, he painted the back side so it looks like the front side. So we got some nice fixtures, working through it. We're hoping to catch a lot of new customers over the Christmas season, and we're hoping to do it with our little Christmas tree, a couple wrapped packages, and some familiar board game titles with a little Mind Sculpt twist. Maybe we'll see you as one of our customers. Hopefully things are going pretty well for you. Board games are great over the holidays, and with your help, things are going pretty well for us. Thanks. See you around.